I'm a layman when it comes to policy, but I'm very curious about some of the unilateralism questions, and one in particular was about creating partnerships with other countries, like Russia, for example. I'd love to know how you would imagine that, or envision that, or dream it up. You know, if you could have it your way to write an intervention for that plan for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, you're talking about the U.S.-Russia relationship.
No, Sri Lanka with Russia.
Oh, Sri Lanka with Russia. We never really had a problem, except for very brief interregnum when Mangala Samaravira was foreign minister during the hybrid administration, the coalition, where there was deliberate sabotage of our any kind of functioning diplomacy with Russia. But otherwise, we've had a very cordial bipartisan relationship with both Russia and China. And that's not been at the expense of our relationship with the United States or the West. It's been basically quite good. One of the worries I have about the present SJB, and again, I'm not talking about studying, is that for reasons that you know, Kusum, but I'm not going to share over here, in terms of foreign policy, I fear that we will have the most right-wing foreign policy we have seen for a long time, because the same people who now have an economic blueprint, which is the most right-wing economic document I can remember, and my political memory goes back at least till the end of 1964. That foreign policy will not be the foreign policy even of, certainly not of President Premadasa, but not even of the United National Party. The other day, I purloined a photograph that was on the FB of the editor of Colombo Telegraph, who sent it to me, and it was this was in the midst of Harsha challenging it and saying that if you don't come, we can have a debate at Golface and we'll have pop-ups of Marx, Engels and Lenin on the other side to represent you, and then we will talk economics. And Uvindu Kurukulu sent me a portrait of Lenin, and J.R. Jayawardena printed on it. This was the Lenin commemoration lecture of 1980 delivered by President J.R. Jayawardena. So our political culture has never been of a kind of a right-wing Republican nature until now. I've never heard stuff like this. And I think our foreign policy under maybe the way it's going now will be the most right-wing that I see, and that'll be very bad for our relationships with everybody. I mean, we'll be just kind of a appendage of the Quad, and you will have huge domestic blowback here. Because in our political history, whenever the people have seen us listing too far to the West or to India, I would not like to see happen. So I think our relations with the Russians left to itself, no sabotage by the foreign ministry, Russia, China, it's fine, and it's never been at the expense of our relationships with the United States.